Hey guys, welcome to another news breakdown here on Soto Pop. Guys, welcome back. Today, we've got only a little bit of Soto news, and to start off, we have like the tail end of Kamen Rider Gio. And it's not too much of a taste of this figure, and it's not really one that we were super looking forward to. It's just Gates Biribiri, or you know, the scared version of Gates that we're gonna be getting in the Hyper Battle DVD, and as well as the Amazon end of year box. There's a bunch of stuff in there, but in terms of Soto, we're going to be getting this guy, and we've only been given 2 images because they're still working on him, but since the pre-orders went up, they wanted to show you that, hey, there is going to be some new molding here, which is great. It's a welcome change from Prime Rogue, because all the cracked the cracked detailing from the regular Rogue release did not get turned into the sort of regal pattern of Prime Rogue. So I'm glad to see that there are some molding differences that they're adding in. And also, I just really love this blue. Anyway, that's about it for Gates. And now all the rest of this stuff is going to fall under Kamen Rider 01. And this week, as with the episode from last week, we're getting Shark. Or Biting Shark, the Biting Shark form. And again, mostly the same sort of information, the same sort of structure really applies to this guy. First up, we talk about paint detailing and sticker detailing. A lot of this is painted on blue. Blue painted onto black, which makes sense because, as we've seen, they're willing to at least separate the part color into black and one other color, or like one base color and one other color. But since this has black, light blue, and yellow to contend with, I'm not surprised that they went with yellow as the main molded color. But anyway, this looks neat. On the subject of the arms, however, they are going to be using that sort of peg that we saw before in the forearms. I didn't quite notice it early on, but they're here. They've been there the whole time, so I'm glad they're getting use. Anyway, next up, we've got the sticker detailing on the legs and stuff. So they wanted to... I mean, I'm noticing here that the thigh detailing is like full on, like swapped out a completely different thigh, or they just stickered over the other one and sort of modified it, as well as they changed the detailing on the belt itself in order to reflect that there is a shark form, that this is the shark form, which I'm not surprised by, but I'm glad that they included it. Next up, we've got the head. Now, there's something interesting to note about the head. So they decided to paint those little side fins on the side of his face. They painted those yellow, and they did that because they did that instead of, you know, just putting a sticker, because they put a sticker over the painted detail. They did that because when you look at the face head on, it's not gonna look right with either sticker folded over or just the black. So they gave us some paint, and I very much appreciate it. Anyway, next up is a sort of side-by-side with stickered and non-stickered, and again, looks stunning and very, very much comparable to the Rider Kicks figures. So again, if you're on a budget, these are perfect. Absolutely perfect for you, and Soto is way more complete. Anyway, that's not all we got in this little box. We have the attach caliber, and it's looking great, or so I thought. I thought it looked great initially, but then they did this side by side. They didn't have those empty vats in this sculpt. This is a completely full... Google Translate says... translated it as we did not remove meat, or something like that. It's not meatless. So there is substance in it, and they've done it once before with Den-O, and they noted that since the sword and all those weapons were so thin, they were able to make this happen. And they brought it into 01, and it looks great for the attach caliber. Also, on the subject of these holes, they wanted to know, they gave us a little bit of inside baseball on this one, where they said the subtraction of plastic material isn't always about saving on plastic costs. This is actually sort of about how they molded it, because they need the plastic thin enough, or else the plastic itself would be prone to breaking. So the reason you're getting holes like this is because of molding. So that's neat. I'm glad I'm learning stuff here. But yeah, that's, again, not all we got. We also got the full wave layout, and as I was saying before, it looks like the thigh is different. And this is our first time seeing the body being reused. This is, again, the same one that we used on Rising Hopper, and there are two things to note about this right now. So they realized that the detailing that you would need, the sticker detailing that comes in the body itself, is really only specific to the Rising Hopper form. Here, the side-by-side comparisons, the yellow ones are Hopper, the blue ones are Shark. The blue ones have slightly different feet and like leg patterning, as well as the different belt. So what they're doing this year is they're separating the stickers by numbers and letters. So if you apply all the numbered sticker detailing, you'll get your full figure stickered up, and then when you put the lettered stuff is specific to the form. So apply A through E of Rising Hopper if you want a Rising Hopper body, but in the Biting Shark armor, it's going to come with extra body sticker pieces. So apply A through E of Biting Shark in order to onto the body in order to replicate a Biting Shark transformation. That's as best as I can make that make sense. And also, since this is our first time reusing a body, they wanted to note yet again that these are going to be a 1-to-1 ratio for armor and body, and that the sets are complete sets. So you'll be getting everything in one go, which again is phenomenal. And they wanted to reiterate this because they want you to know that they took precautions this time, and you will be getting a complete experience. And again, we have our full wave layout still unnumbered, so I'm wondering what's going on either in between this set or at the end of it. My personal guess is Punching Kong, because that's going to be debuting next week, and this week is sort of when it technically debuted. Wait, no, it debuted this week, and Soto, like, this blog has been behind, so I'm thinking Kong is next week, and it would give at least one extra form to Vulcan. So I don't know, I think that would be neat. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this week. If you guys like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. This episode was a bit rushed. I'm headed to a party soon, a Hawaii themed party. I don't actually wear Hawaiian shirts normally. Anyway, you don't need to know that, but what you do need to know is that there's an episode of the Soda Pop podcast going up tomorrow, so please check that out if you are so inclined. And then also, I still have the $5 resale swords on my Shapeways, as well as, sorry, I should have had this ready, as well as Soto-sized Pandora boxes that are intricately detailed and very hefty. So if you guys want some of those, the Shapeways will be linked in the description down below. Guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.